You know what most men get wrong? They think attraction is about being bold or saying the right thing. But here's the truth. Before any of that matters, she needs to feel safe around you. Not boring safe. I'm talking about the kind of safe that lets her relax, open up, and actually consider you. Women are constantly scanning for threat signals, even subconsciously. If your body language sets off even one red flag, she's gone. But when you get this right, everything else gets easier. Here are 9 signals that make her feel safe. Signals most men completely miss. 1. Open body posture. Keep your arms uncrossed and your body open when you're near her. No folded arms, no hands stuffed in pockets, no phone held up like a shield. Crossed arms signal defensiveness, and women pick up on that instantly. Even if you're just cold, she reads it as closed off or not interested. Next time you're talking to a woman at a coffee shop or work event, notice what you're doing with your hands. Let your arms hang naturally at your sides or rest one hand on the table. It's a small shift, but it signals openness and confidence. If she mirrors you and uncrosses her own arms or starts leaning in, you're doing it right. 2. Maintaining comfortable distance. Most men either invade her space too quickly or stand so far away it feels like they're trying to escape. Both send the wrong message. Standing too close makes her feel crowded and triggers that this guy doesn't respect boundaries alarm, but standing too far makes you seem timid or uninterested. The sweet spot about an arm's length when you first meet. Close enough for real conversation, far enough that she doesn't feel cornered. And here's the key, let her adjust the distance. If she steps closer, that's a green light. If she leans back, respect it and stay where you are. Try this at your next social event. Start at a comfortable distance and watch her cues. If she's playing with her hair, facing you fully, or stepping closer, you're nailing it. 3. Steady, calm movements. If you're fidgeting, tapping your foot, playing with your phone, adjusting your collar constantly, you're sending "I'm nervous" signals, and nervous energy makes her nervous. Women feel safer around men who move with intention and calm. When you reach for your drink, do it slowly. When you gesture while talking, keep your movements smooth and controlled. Think about the guy at a party who's constantly shifting his weight and checking his phone. Compare that to the guy who's relaxed, still present. Which one feels more grounded? Next time you're talking to a woman, slow everything down. Your hand movements, your pace, even the way you pick up your coffee. If you notice her body language relaxing, shoulders dropping, leaning in, you're doing it right. Calm is contagious. 4. Relaxed eye contact. Eye contact is tricky. Too little and you seem uninterested. Too much and you come across as intense or trying too hard. What you want is relaxed, natural eye contact. The kind that says, "I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm comfortable with you." Look at her when she's talking, but don't lock onto her eyes like you're in a staring contest. Hold her gaze for 3 to 5 seconds. Then let your eyes move naturally. Maybe to her smile, maybe to the side as you think. Then come back to her eyes. This rhythm feels natural, not forced. And here's the key. When she's talking about something personal, hold her gaze a little longer. That's when it matters most. Try this. When she finishes a sentence, hold her eyes for a beat before you respond. If she holds you, gaze back or smiles, you're building trust. 5. Facing her fully. When you're talking to her, face her, not halfway, not with your body angled toward the door or the TV. Fully. Your feet, your hips, your shoulders, everything should point toward her. This signals that she has your full attention, and women notice this more than you think. If your body's angled away, even slightly, it reads as disinterest. Next time you're at a bar, watch how most guys stand when they talk to women. Half the time, their body's facing the room while they look over their shoulder at her. That's a subtle, "I'm not really invested" signal. Now try this. Turn your whole body to face her. Plant your feet. Give her your full presence. You'll notice the shift in her energy almost immediately. She'll start facing you more fully too. She'll stop glancing around the room. That's when you know she feels seen. 6. Smiling naturally, not forced. A genuine smile is one of the fastest ways to make her feel comfortable, but it has to be real. Women can spot a fake smile instantly, and it makes them more guarded, not less. What works is a relaxed, easy smile, the kind you have when you're actually enjoying the conversation. Not a big, toothy grin, just a natural warmth that shows you're at ease. Use it when you first see her or when she says something funny. Let it reach your eyes. That's the difference between real and fake. Try this next time. When she makes you genuinely smile or laugh, don't hide it. Let that moment show on your face. If she lights up when you smile or starts smiling more herself, you're creating the right energy. A real smile says, I'm safe, I'm happy to be here, and you can relax. 7. Listening without interrupting. This one separates men who make women feel safe from men who make them feel drained. When she's talking, actually listen. Don't plan your response. Don't interrupt to share your own story. Just be present and let her finish. Most men can't do this. They're so focused on what they'll say next that they miss everything she's actually sharing. But when you give her space to talk without cutting her off, she feels valued and heard. Try this. When she's telling you something, nod slightly, keep your body still, and wait a full second after she finishes before you respond. That tiny pause shows you're actually processing what she said, not just reacting. If she starts sharing more personal things or the conversation gets deeper, you've created safety. That's when attraction can actually build. 8. Keeping your hands visible and relaxed. Here's something most men never think about: where your hands are and what they're doing. Women subconsciously track your hands because it's a safety instinct. Hands hidden in pockets, fidgeting behind your back, or constantly moving around trigger low-level anxiety. But hands that are visible, relaxed, and doing normal things, that signals you're comfortable and have nothing to hide. Next time you're talking to her, keep your hands where she can see them, resting on the table, holding your drink casually, or gesturing naturally when you talk. Don't overdo it with big gestures. Just let them be present and calm. Watch what happens when you're animated but controlled, maybe pointing at something you're describing or touching your glass while you listen. If she starts using her hands more too, mirroring your openness, you're creating trust. Women feel safer when they can see what you're doing with your hands. It's subtle, but it matters more than you think. 9. Lowering your voice slightly. This one's powerful, but almost no one talks about it. When you lower your voice just slightly, not whispering, just dropping it half a tone, it creates intimacy and makes her lean in to hear you better. A deeper, quieter voice signals confidence and control, while a loud or high-pitched voice can feel aggressive or nervous. Try this next time you're in a loud bar or restaurant. Instead of raising your voice to compete with the noise, lower it slightly and speak clearly. She'll naturally move closer to hear you, and suddenly you're in each other's space in a way that feels organic, not forced. It works in quieter settings too. When you're sharing something personal or making a point, drop your volume just a bit. If she leans in, tilts her head, or you notice her eyes locked on your mouth as you speak, you've created a bubble of intimacy. Most men shout to be heard. The rare guy who makes her come closer, that's the one she remembers. These 7 signals aren't complicated, but most men never think about them. Start with just 1 or 2, maybe the eye contact or the way you face her, and watch how differently she responds. She'll stay in conversations longer, she'll relax around you, and she'll actually want to see you again. Try one of these this week and comment below what happened. And subscribe so you don't miss what comes next, because next video I'm showing you the exact moves that take things from comfortable to attraction. You won't want to miss it.